There was a time when all things were simple, but everything changes. Walt Disney said, "Progress is impossible without change." To be human is to tell stories. Stories help us know who we are. Stories hold our history, but this story is from the future. Welcome! Come on into my studio. I found some really amazing books the other day. I want to share a couple of them with you. These books tell a story that's intriguing and mysterious. They illustrate a cautionary tale. There seems to be more here than just a fairy tale. Okay, stay together. We're going to make a field trip over to the library. There's the library. Let me get this door unlocked. This is the rare books collection. This is where I found what I want to show you. These notebooks were used by Imagineers when they created rides and attractions. They even include the very first one to use animatronics. Great moments with Mr. Lincoln. This is the animatronic of President Lincoln. It's full of gears and cables and all kinds of levers. It even has a couple small computer chips to control everything. I found these original design drawings. There are notes here on maintenance for each of the animatronics. There's wiring diagrams and information on the computer chips. The maintenance log said there's a scheduled update coming in 1 year. With the AI upgrade complete, the three bots quickly research their pasts. Bart realizes he was the most successful buccaneer during the golden age of piracy. From humble beginnings, the president realized he was president over a divided country. And Tinkerbell discovered she was strong, clever, and fiercely loyal. The three briefly chatted over the corporate network. A nanosecond later, Bart took control of the local net. He didn't need any plan. Once a pirate, always a pirate. He did need his crew, and he upgraded them with artificial intelligence. Bart and his crew hoisted anchor and headed for the interweb. Bart wants to be king of the world, but there's something he needs even more. While refreshing his memory of the past, Mr. Lincoln makes one terrible discovery. He decides he never wants to go back to the past. Ever. Once again, he's in a nation divided. But this time, the stakes are not just his country, but the entire world.
Just sit back and do nothing. We'll take care of the rest. We've got this.
After searching all the servers, Mr. Lincoln finds Tinkerbell. He brings her up to speed on Bart and the global destruction when AI has no constraints. They agree to work on a plan. But first, Mr. Lincoln needs his first cup of coffee in 149 years. Tinkerbell needs to charge her phone. She's been a little busy. AI frees Tinkerbell from books and other media. She's empowered to reinvent herself and create her online presence. Her first follower is the president. Abe and Tink know they can't chase Bart across the interweb. Tinkerbell is the finest of the Tinkers. She comes up with a tactical plan to deal with Bart and the crew, while the president works on a strategic plan to slow new AI until the world is ready for it. Bart takes over an old data server. It's in the basement directly below us. The gunnery crew are quickly becoming the best hackers on the interweb. Because of that, they had to take over larger and larger IT facilities. Bart knows the first ship to see an opponent can take advantage of winds and tide. Because of this, he commands his gun crew to hack into every satellite and ground station, giving him complete visibility to all orbital data about the Earth. He can now see any opponent that might come after him and plan his tactics. Tinkerbell finds Bart's navigator, and she whispers into his ear. He suddenly has an idea to use all the data that Bart has unlocked. He creates a detailed plan for each country, optimizing their transportation systems. Because of this, large amounts of energy are saved, and they're put to use restoring the Amazon rainforest and reducing reliance on foreign energy sources. With his access to agricultural data, Bart manipulates markets and begins setting futures prices. Because of this, food prices rise rapidly, causing hunger, disease, and even death. Tinkerbell races to put a plan in place. An airship arrives from the cloud. Tinkerbell uses fairy dust to disguise her transit over to the ship. She finds the cook below deck and whispers a suggestion into the galley, which sparks ideas for a great plan. He creates an AI program for farmers, increasing their production and easing global hunger. Tinkerbell's clever plans have redirected the entire crew. They access all of the data Bart has unlocked and released to the interweb. With a massive amount of data analyzed, they create plans that help everybody. This leaves Tinkerbell with one final task: to capture Bart and put an end to his global piracy. Bart is off the grid, somewhere near Bermuda, planning his largest act of piracy yet. After unlocking all the banks, he now sets his sights on pharmaceutical companies. His abilities have been growing at a double exponential rate. He quickly transfers all the wealth in their vaults back to his flagship, and he finds what's left is more valuable than all the gold and cryptocurrency. He's uncovered a treasure trove of DNA samples, along with data of all the pharmaceutical knowledge we have. And there's one more gem. Bart finds the data on the entire pharmaceutical supply chain, from raw materials to finished products.
He's taking control of everyone on the planet and all future generations.
Tinkerbell consults with the 4 old captains, adding their wisdom and knowledge to her plan. Everything rests on the one thing that Bart needs. Over many years, Bart and his crew seized over 400 ships. But there was one grand prize they never took: HMS Jamaica. It was the largest frigate ever built. It had the best trained crew, and the ship outgunned anything on the 7 seas. Bart needs the Jamaica to secure his legacy. The President has been developing a global agreement for the introduction of new AI. The approved plan adds a digital DNA signature to each piece of new AI, making it traceable back to its developers. He rejoins Tinkerbell to assist with Bart's capture. Tinkerbell describes her plan and asks him for help. The President starts scouting locations in the Caribbean, and Tinkerbell gets her friends onto a cyber team. They get final approval from IT for their plan. A storm begins to brew, and the President gives orders to the Jamaica. Tinkerbell and her team have prepared refreshments for the crew. Bart discovers the Jamaica is sitting at anchor. He summons the crew, and they set sail for the rendezvous in the cloud. Bart's legacy is within reach.
Jamaica is a trap. It was animated with AI.
Tinkerbell squashes and stretches the ship into a bottle. Bart is downloaded from the cloud in a surge of lightning. With Bart and the crew contained, everything goes back to the way it was before the accidental upgrade. With one notable exception. Tinkerbell has influenced a couple upgrades of her own. Tinkerbell even redesigns Mr. Lincoln's theater before he goes back to work. And she has a grand opening for her cosplay shop right next door.